up, Earth? It's your boy Sam the Dingus, flexing some new bark gear. Here to give you some good ideas if you're a beginner. Some things that I think will be very helpful for you to know in order to be successful starting parkour. Now these tips can vary from mindsets to physical actions that you do, anything that I think is really important to know going in. There's 3 that I've picked out so far. Advice number 1. This is something you're gonna do every single time you're out training pretty much. Every time you find something you're about to use for any way, form, or regard, you want to check your surfaces. That's what we call this. So this can be something that you're about to jump on, put your feet on. This can be something that you're about to jump off of. And this could be something like a handrail, especially things like handrails and any kind of little up structure. You basically want to make sure that the structure is safe to support whatever you're about to do. So for one, check the grip of it. This way you can know if it's going to be a slidey landing to prepare for it and dust it off if you can. To know if it's a good one, and also most importantly to know that it's not going to break. A lot of things are fragile, we'll come to find, especially when you jump full force off of them. So it's not even so much about the public property thing though, it's just know what you're getting into, know that your moves are safe, check your surfaces first. Killer advice part 2. Find safe progressions for everything. Now this is beyond just a parkour free running thing. This is breakdancing or singing or writing or walking or literally anything. Long story short, if you have a goal in mind and it's a difficult goal, you should find good ways to build into it. You know, you shouldn't be going to every spot to bang out the hardest thing first. Although, hey, props to you. Parkour is very much about safe progression, building up to things. You know, learn your cartwheel, your forward roll, so then you can do front handsprings, round-offs. By that point, you'll be more flexible and strong. Backflips will come easier. So there's always an easier path of learning. There's always ways you can build into it. Just doing piece by piece of the line that you're thinking of before you throw the whole thing together. Always prep, check your surfaces, and map it out first. Step number 3 of the most important of all tips for beginners or anybody at any point in their journey. Sometimes you have to remember this one, but it's most important when you're training parkour that you love to train parkour. That everything you're doing, you're finding joy in. You know, we are out here to challenge ourselves and to get better, and we do want to be moving forward in that regard, but there's something to be enjoyed in just the simplicity of what you're doing, you know? Get out and play, that's what parkour is really all about. As long as you love what you do it often, you'll keep getting better at it. So that's the best way to get better at parkour, is to love doing parkour. Great advice number 4 for growing strong is to set good goals. It's nice to set things out with a timeline in advance. A short distance goal, medium distance goal, long distance goal. I think it's interesting how we map time on a 3D axis whenever we're describing it. You know, a long distance or a short distance amount of time. Anyway, set goals for yourself whenever you go to your spot. See the things that you could do today that you want to do. See what might take you months to do. See what you think you won't be able to do for years and years. It's nice to set all these. Then you can watch your progress as you go. They might come a lot faster than you expected. Your goals might take a lot longer than you expected. So it's always nice to have a plan of attack and be inspired by what you see. Make goals. The last piece of advice I'm going to give to you guys is true for any kind of exercise. If you're trying to improve, if you're weightlifting, you got to be doing this. If you're practicing to be a fighter, you need to be doing this, but not every single time, but once in a while. Make sure you train hard. I was going to simplify this point as just simply jump hard, but also kick hard, fly hard, land soft. Seriously, when you're out in the paint, the more you give is the more you get. So stay nourished, be eating proper, and get some good exercise in. Whenever you're out jumping, really put those jumps in. Squeeze it till you can't no more, till you feel like a rotten sack of taters crawling across the finish line. That's the way it's meant to be, and that's the way that we grow best. So challenge yourself. It'll be a lot easier when the summer sun is out, I will say. But hey, no matter what, we're gonna find a way because we love it, right? Thank you for stopping in. If you're a beginner or an expert, hope my words can help you. But stay active, stay moving, and make this a world we can all smile in together and jump and play and be free. Send the dingus out. Be safe and jump hard.